what's going on. Before we get started, I want to tell you how to pre-save ANLBFR. If you have not pre-saved it, deport your ass right on about the motherfucking Lions Den, because you is not a motherfucking lion. You are not a lion, okay? I know my guys already pre-saved to listen to the Lions who have not got the news. The Lions Den group's chat on Instagram has been removed. It has been stopped for a while. It will be back at the top of next year, maybe sooner. I just want certain people to get certain things before we move forward, before we move accordingly, you know. It will be back at the top of next year. And that is that. You know, I can't have people saying the wrong things. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about, you know, or mean things to me or stuff like that. It's just that you need to know what you're talking about when it comes to me, when it comes to what I have going on, my career. If you really truly support me, don't be giving out the wrong things. I feel as though either you can't keep up, because I know I'm very thorough with information. I feel as though either you just can't keep up, or you just choose not to. And either way, I'm just not dealing with it. So that's why I'm taking some time back from that. I need the responses, you know. I need the you know, the input back and stuff like that. Is people may mean you well, but when they don't support you how you need them to support you, you kick their ass right on up out of here too. You get them up out of here too. You know, I still have love for all my Lions though. All my Lions, you know, everybody has a life and everybody has things that they're going on, they have going on. But still, it'll be back. It'll be back with more people next time, you know. More people who engage, more people who, you know, you know, yeah, yeah. That is very, very, very important. So, Lions, we're 7 days away. And with these 7 days, you know, I feel as though I need to just talk to y'all about some real deal stuff, you know, real deal situations and everything like that. I think it's very important to tell y'all that you got to be firm, which y'all know this already. I would hope you already know this. This is a much more earlier live than what I usually would do. But you have to really be firm when it comes down to what you want, honestly, and what you know, because a lot of people will make you, you know, not a lot of people, but you may come across some people who make you feel as though you need to accelerate earlier than you do or move more than what you do. Ultimately, you know, just like, and I'm saying you because I'm talking to you, but really I'm speaking about myself. You know what you want to do, you know. So when I have these people come into my life who I feel as though they don't really see me on the level of who I am, you know, or they want to make me move too quick. I don't deal with it, because it's like ultimately when you meet people, you should want to make sure that y'all are on the same team, y'all are on one accord. What's up, Edward? You should want to make sure that y'all are on the same team, y'all are on one accord. And I just feel as though when you sit down talking to whoever you're talking to, specifically me, I want to make sure that they see me. You know, they see who I am, they see what I do. I feel like it's a lot of times that the type of person I am, like when people, when not necessarily people, but people in the industry meet me, it's like I don't know. I feel like it's hard to for them to like put me in a box or whatever. But it's also you just have to be firm on who you are. You have to be very firm on who you are, know who you are, because sometimes you'll meet people and they'll give you information about yourself, and you kind of like, oh, you can kiss my ass, but it may be good information, but it also it may sting a little bit. It may, you know, hurt your feelings a little bit, especially if you've never heard it like that before. But ultimately, I know what's best for me. And that's just that. So I think that's very, very, very important, that you just know to be firm, very much so know to be firm, because uh, yesterday I was hit with a reality of like, damn, is this really what I want? Like, you know, is this really what I've, you know, prepared, or different stuff like that. So you got to be firm, because if you're not firm, the loose ends can get very wonky. The shoestrings can not get tied all the way properly. So you got to be very much so mindful of that. I just want to take my time, you know, continue to do what we're doing here. If the people who come along don't recognize what we're doing in the Lions Den, that they just don't recognize it, because this is where all the work has been at. So it's like, yeah, with the people I have spoke to, they told me, they said, you know, they said that everything is good with me. It's just that, you know, I have to get one more side of my career up. They were like, you know, for me to know the business and everything like that is very good, but it's just I need to get more so of the image and everything up. So I got to do, you know, some photo shoots and stuff like that, and that's what I'm working on as far as that. But I just think that's very important. Very, very important. And forgive me for not being the stereotypical whoever y'all think should be over here talking about their music or whatever. Forgive me for doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Um, Let me drink some of my water real fast. I'm only saying it because I told y'all last night that things are picking up in my career, and it's like people are counting on me, so now I'm counting on y'all. All right. In blatant terms, if things ain't lining up from y'all, they ain't lining up for me, and it's just that simple. It's all about resonance. And I tell y'all this all the time because that's just very important. It's all about resonance, making sure that the people that you listen to, you're vibing with them. You can see them being who they say they are. Not only see them being who they say they are, but sustaining it for a plethora of years to come and building something from it. And then you got to sit back and witness that cultural moment. Actually, not even witness it, become a part of that cultural moment. So I just think it's very much so important. Like, very much so important that I know that not to move too fast because I think sometimes you can be presented with certain things and it just may not be exactly right for you. It just may not be, you want to make sure that the things that are coming into your life, and I know me, I want to make sure that the things, the deals, whatever they may be that are coming into my life, they align with me for real. I just don't want to do them to do them. You know, they could, you could easily be, I don't know, y'all. I mean, I know, but it's just like, yeah. Last night I was thinking, I was like, yesterday was the first time somebody ever said something to me like behind the scenes, and I was like, damn, they kind of stung a little bit, you know. And I was like, I respect you because you telling me how I need to hear it, but at the same time, it's like, damn, like I didn't even think about it in that nature. And ultimately, I got two routes I can go. I can either stay on the route I was on, or I can either go that route. And I just feel like I want to keep up with it. I don't want it to become overwhelming, and I can't keep up with it. So I'm gonna stick to the route I'm on. And we're just gonna wait to do it a little bit longer. We're gonna keep grinding. We're gonna keep building and building over here, and we're gonna keep doing it like that because we could easily fast forward it if you get what I mean. But nah, we're gonna keep doing it how we doing it because I'm not gonna be stressed out, and I'm not gonna be not making what I can make from what I'm doing. I'm not just not doing it. So, I think it's very important that y'all get into the TV shows, get into the books that I put out. Not even necessarily if you're a big reader, avid reader, but just because, I just want to show my creativity off and show my range of a creative. So that's that. Last night was a big pill for me to swallow. Um, but I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep doing what I've been doing. We've made it thus far. We've been doing great things, and I'm saying we because it's we. It's not just me. I have people who have been supporting me for a very long time, and we have made these milestones together. So if you're new to the Lions Den, in a couple more weeks, we would have made some milestones together as well. So it's just that, just that much so very important. I'm just being firm on what I am, firm on what I know, because it can be very intimidating sometimes. And forgive me for saying, I know some people may feel like I can't be intimidated, but when it come down to people talking real talk in front of you and what it is and what it ain't, and even though you've prepared this for yourself, it can be very intimidating because it can be two different directions. So yeah, very much so. But I'm gonna check in with y'all later on, Lions. Today is gonna be a very good day. I got some very good news waking up this morning. So yeah, we doing very, very big things. It is something I want to tell y'all though. I want to tell y'all this, and I'm not telling y'all this, on no corny shit. I'm telling y'all this for real. A couple months ago, I moved to Atlanta. I was homeless. I didn't have nothing. I've always made music. I made music for the past 5 years. But this year, when I lost everything, my career built me back up. And that's how I live now. That's how I got paid. And I'm only telling y'all this because of the simple fact that even when people tell you it's not possible, even when people tell you should stop, you're going to be provided for. Like certain things are going to pop up for you that are just going to happen because it's meant for you. So like this morning, I got some very good news. Even aside from what happened yesterday and me just, that reality hit me, I got some very good news. So yeah, thank y'all so much for that, and listen, I know a lot of y'all, sometimes when I say thank you or I'm grateful, the numbers drop. I don't know why. That's weird, but thank you, and I'm grateful because without, y'all, supporting me, some of what I've done would not have become possible. So I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everything that we've done. Never forget it. All right, Edward, all right, Hannah, and all the new Lions in the Lions Den and all the OG Lions. Listen, Lions are my subscribers. I just don't like that word, period. Yes, if you're new to the Lions Den, also, this is a supporter base. It ain't no damn fan base. I don't have fans. I have supporters. All right. So that is that. That is much so that. And listen. I'm gonna tell y'all why. It's a couple things that I noticed it's a couple things that I noticed, you know, just with me talking and stuff like that. When I say certain things, like when I say I'm grateful, when I say thank you, or when I say I love y'all, or when I say this isn't a fan base, the numbers get a little wonky. Why? This ain't no fan base. It's a supporter base. People who are fans of people, that's like beneath them type stuff. Y'all ain't beneath me. All right? Y'all ain't beneath me. So when I say things like once again, I notice that when I say things like uh, I love y'all, I appreciate you, thank you, or this ain't a fan base, the numbers drop. But it's true. It's not a fan base. I don't need fans. I don't want people who are fans of me. That means you're below me. That ain't my job. That ain't what I do. I don't tell people I do love y'all because y'all have helped me in my career. So I very much so appreciate it. Very much so do. I do thank y'all because I'm thankful. I do say I'm grateful because I'm grateful. You get what I'm saying? Because it's gonna become a time where maybe I don't say it as much. Maybe I don't have time to say it as much. And then in that time I presumably will come off as cocky or da 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 da. So I'm saying it right now. Because I am grateful. I am thankful. And I appreciate you, Lion.